Hey, everybody, and welcome to episode 10 of Limited MTG Mentor. This is a show where Josh, that's me, and Kai, we're going to play some limited magic. And if you haven't seen our show before, for a while now, Kai has been mentoring me on how to be a better limited player by teaching me better drafting strategies, deck building strategies, play strategies, tactics. And we thought we would record these and share them with anybody else who's interested. Also, Kai and I would love to make this a regular show, a regular thing. So if you like this, you find some value out of this, please hit like and subscribe. It would really help us out. Say hi, Kai.
Hey, everyone.
All right. So let's take a look. Are we doing? Let's see. This would probably be our last chance for a Premier Foundations draft, right?
Yeah. I'm thinking we should change it up and do a quick draft for Duskmourn, though. We haven't done any Duskmourn drafts yet. Change it up, give the viewers a little something different.
Okay. Well, I know I haven't drafted that one at all. So I don't know if that's a good thing.
Learning, good. Yeah, I mean, it's a good learning opportunity for you as well, right?
Well, I feel like I'm finally starting to get an understanding of Foundations, a little bit about Pioneer. But yeah, if we go into Duskmourn, I have absolutely no idea what to expect.
Oh, we definitely don't have to do it. I just think it'd be great for the viewers to see something a little different than what we've been doing for the past 9 episodes.
Okay. All right, Duskmourn, House of Horror. This one's... Oh, this is a quick draft.
This is a quick draft, yep.
All right, well, you're going to definitely have to mentor me on this one because I will not know what's going on.
All right, will do. So the best decks in this format are black-red sack and blue-white enchantments, black-red sack, and then blue-red rooms. So your rare you opened is very bad. It's not a card you're going to play at all. Leyline of Hope. It's the gain life, and if you have 7 mortal life, then your starting life total, your creatures get +2/+2. There's a couple really good cards in this pack. The Unwilling Vessel is a very, very strong enchantment card. It's a 3/2 Vigilance for 3, the blue, and its eerie is whenever enchantment control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, you put a counter on it, and when it dies, you create a XX Spirit where X is with flying, where X is number of counters on it. A very strong card.
That seems good, yeah.
And then the Final Vengeance is a very strong card too, especially in the sack outlet decks. You sack a creature or an enchantment to cast it, and it costs 1 mana to exile a creature.
Okay.
So those are the 2 best picks. And they're both in the 2 best archetypes. They're different decks. They're both very playable. I think I like Final Vengeance a little more because I like removal. And the red black deck is really fun if you get the pieces for it too. So.
All right, Final Vengeance it is.
Oh, Maddening Hex is bonkers good in this format. So this is meant to be a multiplayer card. So when when it comes into play, you enchant a player. Whenever that enchanted player casts a non-creature spell, you roll a d6, and Maddening Hex deals damage equal to that result to them.
Okay.
Then it switches to a different opponent, but there isn't a different opponent.
So it sticks with them.
So it stays on the one person. Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So I think that's a bomb. I don't know if we can pass that. What else is in this pack? Just so we know. Let's see. Enduring Tenacity is also really good. That's the rare. It's a 4-mana 4/3. Whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. And then when this creature dies, if it was a creature, it comes back as an enchantment. So it sticks around even when it dies.
Okay.
There's a whole cycle, 1 for each color. So that's also a very strong card, and it's in black. Surgical Suite is amazing. It's the white room.
Tell me what rooms
2
are.
mana when you unlock the door. Hold on 1 sec. My dog is going crazy.
Okay.
Sorry, everyone. Ash. All right.
So wait,
All right.
you're gonna have to tell me what rooms are. I haven't played with rooms before.
So rooms are when you cast them, you get to unlock either side. So you can cast this one for 2, or you can cast this one for 4. When it comes into play, whatever side you cast is unlocked, and it does that effect. The other room stays locked, and you can unlock it at a later time and do the effect. So it's almost 2 cards in one.
Okay.
So, for instance, say you use Surgical Sweep. You pay 2 mana, comes into play, you return a creature card with mana value 3 or less from the graveyard to the battlefield.
Okay.
Then hospital room is locked and it's on the board. But at any time, or during your turn as a sorcery, you could pay 4, unlock hospital room, and that will unlock that effect. Whereas whenever you attack with a creature, whenever you attack, you put a +1/+1 on target attacking creature.
Does it work both ways? Can you start with hospital room and then play
Yep.
surgical suite?
Yes, you can. Yep.
Okay.
So very strong card. Vengeful Possession is it's part of the red-black sack deck. You take control of your opponent's creature. You may loot, and then that creature gains haste, and then you find a way to sack it. Like Final Vengeance is already a piece for that, because you could steal their creature and then sack their creature to cast Final Vengeance to exile another one of their creatures.
Okay.
So that's really strong. Fear of Infinity is a very, very strong blue-black enchantment creature. It's 3 mana, 2/2 lifelink with flying. He can't block, but anytime an enchantment enters the battlefield, if he's in your graveyard, you can return him to your hand. And this set is full of enchantments. So, and it itself is an enchantment creature. Very strong card.
Okay.
This pack is just chock full of really good cards. Grand Entryway is another really good room. 2 mana for a 1/1 enchantment creature, and then 3 mana to put put a +1/+1 counter on 2 different creatures. Not as good as the other cards, but still a very solid card. And then Unable to Scream is actually a pretty good removal spell in blue. It's just an enchantment, which triggers a lot of stuff, and that turns any creature into a 0/2 and loses all abilities.
Yep.
So this pack is amazing. There's a good chance we table something. I think Maddening Hex is a little too bomb to pass, so I think we should definitely take the Maddening Hex here.
Okay. All right.
All right. We have another Fear of Infinity here. Meat Locker is a really good blue room. One side is 3, freezes something for 2 turns. And then the 5 mana unlock is draw 3 and discard 1.
Okay.
So that's a strong card. We have the Swamp Cycler, the 6-drop Spectral Snatcher. It's a 6/5 with Ward, discard a card, and it has Swamp Cycle for 2. So the Swamp Cyclers are always pretty good. The Infernal Phantom, the red creature up top, is decently strong. So it's a 4 mana 2/3 at its base. But whenever you play an enchantment or unlock a room, it gets +2/+0 until end turn. And when it dies, it deals its damage to any target.
Okay.
So you can 2 for 1 with that a lot. So there's a lot of good cards here. It's hard to say at the beginning of this where you want to be. Already passing a Fear of Infinity means I don't think you want to take another Fear of Infinity here. So I think you probably want to you either keep yourself open and take the Meat Locker, or stay in black and red and take the Phantom or Spectral Snatcher.
Well, we're only 2 cards in. We don't have to totally commit to that color combination yet, right?
No, we don't.
So we could take the
The
Meat
Meat
Locker.
Locker is yes, and the Meat Locker is a very strong card. Yep.
All right. Let's see what happens.
All right. So this pack is a lot weaker than the last few. There's not much in this pack actually that I like. I like the Fanatic of Harrowing. It's a 4 mana 2/2 black creature. When it comes into play, each player discards a card, and if you discarded a card, you draw a card. So pretty much you loot, your opponent discards. Cursed Windbreaker is all right. So it's a 3-mana artifact up top. So it's a 3-mana equipment. When it comes into play, you manifest dread, which is you look at the top 2 cards of your library and you put one of them face down on the board as a 2/2, and then you equip this to it. So pretty much it's 3 mana for a 2/2 flyer. At any time you can flip creatures up that are face down for their mana cost.
Yep.
And you can equip for 3 to give anything flying. So this is also an okay card. Gives some evasion. I think those are really the only 2 picks in this pack. I mean, the white Fear's Surveillance is fine, but I don't think we want to pick that up after picking 3 other colors already.
So Fnatic then?
I think I like Fnatic, yeah. It's a card I definitely like playing.
Okay.
Holy, another Fear of Infinity.
Wow.
So because this pack is actually pretty light on stuff, there isn't much that's amazing in this pack. I think you do take the Fear of Infinity here and hope that one of the other 2 table, which I don't think they will, but...
Well, let's find out if they do.
All right. So you got a good red card in Most Valuable Slayer, which is it's a 4-mana 2/4. But whenever you attack, target attacking creature gets +1/+1 first strike. And keep in mind, he doesn't have to attack for that ability to go off. It's just whenever you are attacking. You have a Baleful Leech as a 2-drop in black. That whenever an enchantment comes into play, each opponent loses a life. You have the Innocent Rat in black, which is a 1/1 for 2, but then when it dies, you get a Manifest Dread, which again is look at the top 2 cards of your library, put one of them face down as a 2/2 creature, and the other in your graveyard. And then Cracked Skull is okay. You put the Cracked Skull on a creature, and you pretty much get to you look at their hand and take a non-creature card from their hand, so it's a discard effect. And then whenever a enchanted creature is dealt damage, destroy it. So if you have any combos with ways to ping things for 1 damage or anything, this card's a little better. But I don't typically like effects like that. It's fine. But with the way we're going, I think I would just take one of the 2-drops for your curve. Innocent Rat is better for the Sack Outlet deck. Baleful Leech is better for the blue-black enchantment stack. And it looks like we're closer to the blue-black enchantments than we are the Sack Outlet deck. So yeah, I think the Baleful Leech is the right pick.
Okay.
All right. So is it Miasma? Miasma, yeah. Miasma Demon is a decent card. So it's a 5/4 flying for 6. And when he comes into play, you can discard any number of cards. And up to that many creatures get -2/-2 until the end of turn. It seems like it would be really strong, but it doesn't tend to be as strong as you want it to be. I think the best card in this pack is the Gateway, the Grand Entryway, but it's in whites, and I don't think we're wanting to take that. The Addict is draw 2, lose 2 on one side, and then whatever creature you control attacks alone, it gets +1/+1 Death Touch on the other side. That is okay. There is another Baleful Balmerk Leech in there, so we can just try to go enchantment drains. Yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with any of the black cards in this pack, to be honest. I think you could pick any of the black cards and be happy.
Okay. Well, which one would you choose?
But it just depends on what you want to do. Do you want to continue drawing more cards, even if it costs you a little bit of life? Would you rather have a better curve with the Baleful Leech, or would you rather have a big flyer that can possibly use as a little bit of removal?
I would lean towards the flyer because I like flyers anyway.
Okay, we'll take the flyer.
Okay.
I'm not a big fan of Let's Play the Game in this deck. If you have Delirium, it's really good because all 3 effects happen. But other words, it's just one effect happens. And I don't think any of the 4 mana for target opponent discarding 2 cards is really expensive.
Should we take the land?
So, the land or the leech here? Yeah, you can take the land. You're still open. You're not even necessarily in blue yet, so. I think it's a pretty easy spectral snatcher. Big creature, also swamp cycle, so you don't get land screwed. And Fear of Infinity came back. That's amazing.
Okay.
Let's hope that last one comes back too.
Oh, but we have to pass on the murky
Yeah, we
sewer.
do have to pass the land. But Fear of Infinity is a decent card to take.
And
All right. All right. We are playing blue black, it looks like.
okay. We could still splash red for the maddening hex, couldn't we? Oh, it's double red.
Double red, probably not. It's a bomb, but double red is rough. And then Cryptic Loner, it's fine 2-drop. Can't be blocked by glimmers, and then you can put something in your graveyard if you're still tapped. That's a card you probably won't play, so just throw it in your graveyard or sideboard. Sideboard. Oh, well, okay, you are playing red now. This is a bomb too. Wow. The roller coaster ride is nuts. So the delirium part, you kind of ignore. It's probably not going to happen. But if a source you control would deal non-combat damage to a player, it does double damage. That's cool. When roller coaster crusher ride enters, it deals X damage to each of X target creatures. So for 7 mana, it does 4 damage to 4 creatures.
Okay.
It's a complete board wipe. And we already have the red land for the splash. Fear of Burning Alive is a very strong card for Delirium builds. It's a 6 mana 4/4 that deals 4 to the opponent when it comes into play. It's the red one you were just hovering. And then if you have Delirium, it also deals 4 to a creature. So that's really strong. Fear of Lost Teeth is a decent card that we want to pick up a couple of just because it helps you get late game. It's an enchantment, 1 mana, 1/1, and when it dies, it deals 1 damage to any target, so it trades up for 2/2s. But yeah, you're not passing that roller coaster. The ride.
Okay.
Unwilling Vessel, since we're going blue black enchantments, is insanely good. There's not much else in this pack, to be honest. So
Yeah, okay.
Walking Closet's not good. All right, we don't have a whole lot of remove. Well, let's see. We got Roller Crusher, Miasma Demon, Final Vengeance, Meatlocker. All right, so the 2 cards in this pack that are good are the Stick Twister, which is the 2 mana 2/2 black creature up top. That's an artifact. So it's a 2 mana artifact creature, 2/2, lifelink. And then if you have Delirium, at the end of your turn, your opponent has to either sack a non-land permanent, discard a card, or take damage equal to his power. And when you do the damage, you gain life because he has lifelink.
I dig that.
And then the other spell would be the Winter's Intervention, the 2 mana black spell that does 2 damage to something and you gain 2 life. I like the 2-drop creature personally as well, a little more. All right, there's another Final Vengeance in this pack, which I think is probably the easy pick here. Yeah. All right. We don't have a whole lot of rooms. So Smoky Lounge is the room card deck. If you look at Smoky Lounge, one side gives you 2 mana, and you can only spend it to cast room spells and unlock doors. And then the other side creates a flyer equal to how many rooms you have unlocked. So, if you have and that counts. So 1 card is 2 rooms. So if you have 4 different room cards on the board, you can make an 8/8 with that.
Wow.
So that's a very strong card for that specific deck. Here, I think I like the Key to the House since we're playing 3 colors. So it's a 1 mana artifact, and then you tap 1 and sack it to go grab a land from your deck. Or you can tap 3 mana, sack that, and relock a door so that way you can unlock it again.
Oh, you can get the effect twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, and I think I like that since we're playing 3 colors right now. It's a pretty easy murder, I think.
Oh, that's a classic card.
Yep. I don't think we take a second key to the house.
You can take the rat.
What's our creature count at?
10.
Yeah, I don't know if we need the rat either. Our curve is low. So I think I like the underwater tunnel here. It's the room. So on one side, it's just 1 blue to surveil 2. So if you have it on turn 1, you get to set up your draws. And then the other side is 4 mana for a manifest red with a counter. So it's pretty much 4 mana for a 3/3.
Okay.
Multifunctional card. Fear of Imposters is decent. So it's a 3/2 enchantment creature with flash. And when it enters, you counter target spell, and then its controller gets a manifest red. So if you counter something big and they get a manifest red and get something off the top of their deck. But typically good trade-off when you're countering something specific and they have to randomly get a face down 2/2.
Okay.
Yeah, pick up the Fear of Lost Teeth now. It's an enchantment and low curve. I would take the Cryptic Loner, but you're definitely not playing 2, so just throw it in your sideboard. Well, the Winter's Intervention came back around. That was the other card we wanted out of that pack, so take that. I don't know if we would play 2 of those, but I think I like the Fear of the Dusk a little better than the Miasma Demon here. So 5 mana, 5/5. And if they don't have a Glimmer, it gains Menace and Death Touch when it attacks. So it's pretty beefy creature. That's also an enchantment, so it goes with all of our enchantment synergies. And we could even possibly play that. All right, we pause the stream real quick so I can use the restroom.
Okay, let's keep going.
All right. So, best card in this pack, I think, is easily Glassworks. It is red. It's our splash color. But one side for 3 mana deals 4 to a creature. The other side deals the damage at the beginning of each of your end steps.
Okay.
I like that card a lot, yeah.
Ooh, another one.
Yeah? Trying to think if there's a way we're playing black-red here and splashing the blue for Fear of Infinities. I do think Glassworks is the right pick here, so.
Okay.
Then you got a Scorching Dragonfire. That's a reprint, so you should probably recognize that one. Other than that, in this pack, the Flood Pits Drowner in blue and Unable to Scream are both really good. The Flood Pits Drowner is the blue uncommon. It's a 2/1 with Flash and Vigilance, and when it enters, you freeze something down and stun it, and then you can shuffle it and something with a stun counter into their library.
So is that the pick on this one then? Is that better than the
I think
Dragonfire?
I think this is the deciding factor on whether we're playing black, red, and splashing blue, or playing black, blue, and splashing red. I think with the Maddening Hex, Roller Coaster Tide, Double Glassworks, I think red is probably actually better than blue. So I think the Scorching Dragonfire is better.
Okay. Black, red, splash blue.
And we've got a lot of removal, and there's two more amazing removal spells in this pack. Sporogenic Infection and Withering Torment are both very strong cards. So that one enters, you enchant a creature, and then they sack a creature that's not enchanted. You can also enchant your creature and still make them sack a creature. So it's a very strong card. And then Withering Torment can destroy an enchantment or a creature. You just lose 2 life.
Oh, I would take that.
So
But
I think
which
that's
one?
right. Go ahead and take
Okay.
that. Let's fill our deck out here a little bit before we continue. Because I don't think you want to play this Cynical Loner, which is a 2-drop. So start at the very top.
Oh, okay.
I don't think you want to play the Cynical. Yeah. And then I don't think if you're splashing blue, you don't want to play Fear of Imposters. And you don't want to play Underwater Tunnel. And you're probably not playing Meat Locker either. So what is our now? What is our? Looks like we have 23 cards right now, 11 creatures. We have a lot of removal. So we're definitely looking to get some more creatures here.
Okay.
The Bedhead Beastie is the red land cycler, and the Daggermaw Megalodon is the blue basic land cycler.
Got it.
Because red will be one of our main colors, I actually think the blue land cycler may be better here for us.
Oh, to get an island?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then of course if all else fails, it's a 5/7 with vigilance for on turn 6. So
Okay, we can take it.
I think that's right. More good removal in Final Vengeance, but I think we'll take the Phantom this time.
This one?
So we can take the Phantom, which is semi-removal, semi-creature power, or we can take the Beastie, the Mountain Cycler.
So we have 12 creatures, right?
Yeah. And we are going to have to make a cut for whatever we're putting in the deck here.
No, I guess I would go with the Phantom.
Okay. The blue-black enchantments deck, the Nuisance is actually really strong. The 1/4 flyer for 2. And then every time an enchantment enters, you get to surveil 1.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Okay. I think you probably take the Mountain Cycler here. We have a Cycler in all 3 of our colors, which is nice. Valgavol's Faithful could be pretty good in this. Now that you have, so you pretty much, when this is on the board, you sack it for 4 mana and return a creature from your graveyard to the battlefield. Now that you have a Cycler in all 3 colors, there's a good chance you put a big creature in the graveyard early that you can get back.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Vile Mutilator. In addition to cast it, you have to sack a creature or enchantment. But it's a 6/5 flying trample, and when it enters, each opponent sacrifices a non-token enchantment and sacrifices a non-token creature.
Okay.
So it's a pretty strong card as well. Expensive, but strong. You're not playing anything in this pack. So just take the black card and throw it in your sideboard. Take the Cracked Skull for your sideboard, that's fine. Playing that. Another Beastie, but I don't think you're playing 2 Beasties, so I would still take it and throw it in your sideboard. Alright, this one's gonna be harder to build. We have a lot of playables. And switching back to blue still may be right with the red splash. It's really hard. We look at our removal. Final Vengeance, Scorching Dragonfire, Winter's Intervention, Withering Torment, Murder, Roller Coaster, Double, Glassworks. I think it's safe to say that you can cut the Winter's Intervention. It's the worst removal spell by far. And then all the rest of the removal spells are pretty strong. So there's 6 blue pips and 7 red. So you're barely heavier on red right now than you are blue. I'm thinking the right move would probably be taking Maddening Hex out of the deck and splashing red and going back to blue, but I think Maddening Hex is too fun to play with.
Okay.
And after all, this is Magic, and we're here to have fun. So
Okay. So we keep the Maddening Hex in then.
Yeah, we got to make a lot of cuts here.
Oh man, I'm worried about our mana though.
Well, you shouldn't be. We got 3 land cyclers, and we have a key to the city and 1 dual land.
You feel like that's enough to not end up getting mana screwed on like half the games?
I do, yeah.
Wow. Okay.
I like the Nuisance, but I think the Nuisance is going to have to go because it's in blue. We want to shore up one of the or take stuff out of at least one of the colors. It looks like your 6-drop slot is so big, but really you think about the fact that 3 of those 6-drops are land cyclers. So you could actually put them on the 2 curve because you're probably going to use 2 or at least 2 of them cycling them on the 2-drop spot. So it's not as expensive as you think.
So our curve looks more like that.
Yeah, exactly. With them being on the bottom instead of the top, but you can't put them on the bottom. It won't let you while you're. I actually think the Miasma Demon is not necessary in your deck. We have so much good removal that just discarding cards. You don't want to be discarding cards to kill stuff with the Miasma Demon. It's a 6-drop 5/4 flyer.
I don't think we can cut any more creatures, can we?
What is our creature count and what is our enchantment count? So
it's 15 minus 2, or 15 minus 3 for the 3 cyclers.
Yeah, but you can't necessarily say it's -2 because you might not have to use them as cyclers. So I would say you probably on average have 14 creatures in your deck.
Okay.
Currently. You have 10 enchantments, which is pretty nice. I'm going to go back to our deck. I'd say the worst card in our deck is the Attic, but it's also our only draw spell in our deck. But it is the worst card.
No, we'll cut it. We still need to cut 2 more.
Those Glassworks are technically 3-drops if you want to take them to the 3-drop slot. That's a 4-drop. 1 more over. Well, this is one where I may run 41 cards. And 17 land and 41 because you have 3 land cyclers and a keys to the city, so it's 4 ways to get one of the lands.
Yeah, but we're still at 42, so we still need to cut 1 more, even if we do want to play 41.
We do need to cut. We do need to cut 1 more. Yep. I think the Leech is the one that's going to do the least amount of work in the deck. It's the 2-drop that drains for 1 when you play an enchantment. I think everything else is better than it.
Do we still okay? So I cut that one. So do you still like the mana base?
No, I think we need to drop an island. So with 4, we have. So we have. Technically, we have 4 blue cards we want to cast. And that's all the 3 drops. And we have 1, 2, 6 blue sources for those 4 cards
There's
right now, which is
5 blue, right?
yes, but I'm not looking at the
Oh, I
Megalodon
gotcha.
as something that we want to cast.
Okay.
So I bump up. You have 7 black sources and 6 red here. Man, I would almost even drop 1 more island. That sounds scary for our fears, but
It's going to be really important to be able to cast these Sphere of Infinities, though, right?
this is right now we're at 18 land. So we have to drop 1 more land, and the question is maybe it's the red. Because we only have 1 double red card aside from the beastie. We have Murker and Vile Mutilator aside from the Spectral Snatcher. So it's probably a red.
So we have
All right.
7. So we've got these 6, and then we've got the Cycler. So that's 7.
And key to the house.
8. Okay.
Yeah, so 8 ways for red, 10 ways for black, 6 ways for blue.
I'm nervous. Do you like it, though?
I definitely think it's a fun deck, yeah. We have a lot of removal. I like it. I think we can get 4 wins with it. And we got 2 really big bombs in Maddening Hex and Roller Crusher Ride. So yeah, I think we're good to go. Take a screenshot and
Okay, got a
maybe
screenshot.
Yeah, let's do it. All right.
All right,
Josh, what is your prediction? What's your prediction? You're going first this time.
All right. I'm going to go 5 again. What are you going to say?
I'm gonna go with 6. I'm feeling good. Let's go with 6.
Okay. 5 and 6 is the bet.
We definitely don't. The one decks we don't want to play against is the blue-white enchantment decks. I'm a little bummed we didn't get any disturbing mirths.
I don't know what
They're
those
a
are.
black-red. So it's a black-red card for 2. It's an enchantment. When it comes into play, you sack a creature or enchantment and draw 2 cards. And then when you sack the disturbing mirth, you get a manifest red. So it's like a crazy good value card. Well, that's a great hand. You technically have 3 lands, so Razor Gorge on turn 1, Island turn 2, cycle the Beastie on turn 2, and then you can start playing cards on turn 3. So a little slow. Again, hopefully you don't run into something that's a little faster. Oh, you might not have to cycle now either, so play that tapped, and we're on our way. That's not too bad. I would play the island, and then pass the turn. At the end of their turn, mountain cycle the bedhead.
Okay.
So colors are all good. They're playing black-red sack deck. That's annoying. So I would cycle in response. That card that they just played is going to be a little annoying because it's going to put a lot of pressure on you. But play the mountain.
Should we play the swamp so we can have the double black?
No, because I think you're going to play Fear of Infinity this turn, so you can start swinging with it. And they know you have the mountain already, so gives them less value. So you're going to take a 5 this turn. If they have a removal spell for your Fear of Infinity, you're definitely going to be hurting. This is one of those games where them being on the play is giving them a lot of value compared to you being on the play.
Oh, they're going to kill it.
Yep, they are.
Okay.
All right, so now you got 2 options here. You can play a Fanatic, make them discard a card, and then you can loot. Or you can play the Glassworks and kill their 4/1.
I prefer to kill the 4/1.
So this is the thing: the 2/2 blocks the 4/1, and you're happy as long as they don't have a removal spell. So you're trying to guess: do they have a removal spell? Because if not, you looting, them discarding, and that trading is going to be stronger than the Glassworks. However, taking 5 next turn is really scary.
All right, let's take the Fanatic then.
Take the risk.
Yep.
All right. I think you're discarding the Mutilator here because you're really far off of it. And this is about when you want to draw that Roller Crusher side. Would be really good. I mean, if they just go removal, there's not much you can do anyway. All right. Play a land. And yeah, you probably just Glassworks the 4/1. So click on the Glassworks side. Take action. Bring that back to your hand. So next turn you're able to murder and play the Fear, or just play the Fear of Dark. So you have multiple options here. So yeah, you're definitely murdering that. So yeah, murder the 3/2. And then play the Fear of Infinity. Play land and play the Fear of Infinity. And try to start getting some lifelink back online here.
Geez, I feel like we're so far behind.
Okay. So you attack for 2. Gain 2. I think the Sawblade has menace, doesn't it? The 3/2 that he just played.
Yeah.
Which is really unfortunate. So you probably just play a land and play the Spectral Snatcher. It's a 6/5 with ward, making them discard a card. They can sack 2 permanents here to kill your Fear of Infinity, which is really annoying. And it puts counters on the Sawblade. The Sawblade is really good if you read the card, the creature he played. Well, they had another murder. All right. So you 2 for 1 him at least. You made him discard a card. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. You can't play both. Your guy can't block, so you definitely attack. You have 7 mana. I think you cycle the Island Cycler here.
rather than
because
play
you're
it?
not. You don't have 2 blue to play it, and
Okay.
you want to thin your deck. You think you want to thin your deck out here, so I think you cycle it and play the land. And then play the Unwilling Vessel. That's turn. So you sack the rat, sack the glassworks, attack for 5, shoot you for 2. You're at 1.
Jeez.
You need to draw a removal spell. You
We
can't
should
block.
we should have plenty of those.
You do. But if you don't draw one this next turn, I think you're dead no matter what on your next turn. Takes you to 3. All right, what's in your graveyard? Because you can activate that the same turn. So you can make him discard a card and you can loot with Fanatic of... All right. Hit done. Sorry, I'm trying to think here what the best plays are. So I think you should play the Fear of the Dark. That'll trigger the Unwilling Vessel. Play that. I think you attack with both creatures because the Unwilling Vessel has Vigilance. And if he wants to trade, you get a 1/1 back still from it.
So with both of these two?
Yep. You're going to go to 5. He doesn't have. He has a removal spell. Okay. Now play Now play your creature. Yeah, you need to.
Not die.
Yeah, so he can't attack, but he's just gonna level that up, shoot you for 1. The end of the turn. You need to draw removal. That works. How much mana do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4,
8.
5, 6, 7, 8. How much does it cost to activate the second ability on that?
3.
All right, so play that. Use the second ability to lock Glasswork. So yep, click on that. Target the room you have. And click on Lock Glassworks. And then now click on that again and unlock Glassworks. And shoot his guy for 4. Swing with everything. You are effectively at 1. If he finds a way to do 1 damage, you die.
Jeez.
Okay. Oh, okay. Well, that makes you have to stack. Stack a non-land permanent. Sack. Valgavos. Oh, man, hold on. What's in your graveyard? So, can you? Yeah.
Get the Fear of Infinity back.
Yeah, but you need to gain life this turn, or kill them this turn. Oh, okay, I got it. Hit done. Sack the Glassworks.
Over here, this one?
Yep. Okay. Oh, let's see. 5, 6. You're so close. All right. Activate Valgaval's Faithful and get back the Vile Mutilator. He has to sack the Glassworks, sack one of his creatures. Now attack for 6. Just all attack. Yep. Your guy gets Menace. And then Final Vengeance, his Stick Twister, sacrificing your token.
The Stick Twister?
Yep. And sack the 1/1 token. And now you just got to dodge 1 damage for 1 turn.
Jeez.
You got it!
Oh my
Woo!
gosh.
What a game!
Oh my gosh.
That was a fun one.
I don't know how I don't know how you pulled that off.
Just playing right. One life. Wow. That's an interesting hand, but I would keep it because you cycle the BC on turn 2. If they don't kill Valgaval's Faithful, you get to bring it back to the board on turn 4. So, and you have your semi-board wipe. So I would play the 1-drop here because if they have the removal, they're going to have the removal regardless. So might as well have it on the board. Your water tunnel. Nothing. Oh, nice. Another cycler. So I'd play the mountain here. Go ahead and attack for 1 because I don't think there's anything with flash in this set. And then pass a turn. And cycle the. Yep.
The Megalodon?
Yep.
Okay. Oh, it's blue-white.
Yep. Blue-white enchantments. Piranha Fly. It's not too scary. It's a 2/1 flyer. Don't forget to cycle.
Okay.
Play your land. Attack for 1. Pass turn. And I would cycle the Beastie at the end of his turn, just because you want all the lands you can get for that roller coaster ride.
Really? We don't want to try and save him?
No. Thin your deck out. Make sure you have land for a good roller coaster ride.
Okay.
I mean, like I said, they have to answer the 1/1 here, or you're going to get a big body next turn regardless. You're going to get the Megalodon, which is going to be a 5/7 Vigilance. Does it have Ward as well? The blue creature? Yeah. No. So 5/7 Vigilance, though. And he may be missing land, too.
Oh,
If
let's
he
cross
has
our
missing
fingers.
land, that... Yeah.
Cycle?
Yep. Well, and then play that. Activate your Valgaval. Bring back the blue creature.
Is it better than the red?
Yeah.
Okay.
Vigilance is huge. So.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. We're up 2 lands on him as well.
Oh, he's got the bounce spell. That's annoying. So you have the answer, but that is okay. You have enough mana to recast it. Surveilling for lands is pretty good. Man, I'm wondering if you just Roller Coaster Tide next turn. to kill both of his creatures.
You don't think we should hold that up for a bigger blowout? I mean, he still has what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6
Well, the
cards in
problem
hand?
is you have nothing to play right now. So you're just going to go farther and farther behind. Okay, well, that works. You can play a land, the Stick Twister, and hold up Withering Torment. Just pass the turn. Hit his land. Definitely trade with the Fear of Surveillance, just because you need to keep your life total somewhat decent here. Pass the blockers. My guess is there's another land on top because he kept it there. Tunnel Surveyors, 2 creatures in 1. Still don't want to use your removal, so just resolve and pass the turn. Play your island. Play your Megalodon. And then you're probably going to have to run the Roller Crusher out next turn if... Almost regardless here, because you can't cast the Mutilator unless you sack an enchantment, and it's an enchantment for you to sack, so... Roller Crusher into next turn Mutilator is pretty freaking strong, though. Alright, draw land, please. Oh! Alright, I still think you had a Roller Crusher. Roller Crusher for 3 here.
Okay.
You can't answer the flyers, so Roller Crusher for 3. Pay 3, auto pay. There is a counter spell that can get you here. Don't listen. Or I think that's what it's called, don't listen.
Oh,
Counter unless you pay 1, but
let's hope that doesn't happen.
yeah, it would be really bad because you don't have answers to the flyers. Well, you do, but it's anyways. Yep. So kill the 2/2/1s, the 2/2. So 1, 2, and 3. Maybe you tap down your dude. So he attacks for 3, and then he shuffles your guy in. Well, that's really surprising that he didn't shuffle your guy in there. You're definitely hoping to draw land here. Dang. All right, so I think you have to Scorching Dragonfire the unknown 2/2.
This one?
Yep. Don't use a black land. Don't use a black land. He's trying to find a way to win this like soon. You can Final Vengeance, sacking the Roller Crusher to exile the other 2/2, or the Vigilance, either one.
Target their creature?
Yep.
The 2/1?
Sure. Yeah, either one of those. And sack the Roller Crusher Tide. Ride, whatever. And then pass the turn holding up Withering Torment. He goes land and unlocks the Bottomless Pit. I think you have to destroy the Bottomless Pit. Yep, so cast Withering Torment and kill that enchantment. And it's going to put you at a really low life.
This one?
But if you, he gets to start drawing cards anytime he hits you with it. So you're going to go to 4. Oh, that's a good draw. So play Maddening Hex on them. Target them. Play the Fear of Infinity, and then attack for 5. They can find 1 damage and a way to tap your guy this turn. Then you die, but if not, you get to start gaining life back next turn. You waited too long to get one of those fears online. Yeah, you're gonna tap your guy down. This is bad. Ah, land, and you're dead because you couldn't draw. You cycled for 2 of your lands. You could not draw 1 freaking land. You could murder his 4/4, attack and gain 2, and go to 3, and he attacks for exactly 3. If you were able to play the Vile Mutilator, he would have had to sack 2 of his creatures to it.
Dang.
All you needed was a frickin' land. All right, concede.
Well, hang on. Let's see. Let's see what happens. All right.
Still
So-
pass turn.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't swing in. I don't know.
Yeah. You can murder the 4/4 and die. Yep. It's close. 1 damage close. That was a close. Both of the games have been super close, but that one sucked because you had that mutilator for a while, and you wouldn't have had to use the torment on the enchantment and lose 2 life if you would have drew land the turn before too, because the vile mutilator would have made him sack it.
Dang.
Why are we on the draw every game? That's a keepable hand. Not a fun one, but keepable. Would
Let's
be
hope-
a lot better if you were on the play.
Yeah, let's hope they play slow.
Blue land, pass. What color was that first color? Is that blue-red?
Yeah.
Okay. Cycle the beastie. Play your Fear of Infinity.
Let's hope they don't have any
Hopefully,
removal
yeah.
yet.
If he does have removal, hopefully it's like unable to scream. So that way you can still use your final vengeance. All right. All right, you got options here. So either way, you're attacking for 2, so go ahead and attack. He's going to block, and you're going to gain 2. No, he didn't block either way. So your options are to play Fanatic of Harrowing, so you have a blocker on the ground. He discards a card, you loot. Or you can play Unwilling Vessel, and then sack the Fear of Infinity to exile one of his creatures. But I don't know if you need to exile any of his creatures yet, so the Fanatic of Harrowing is probably just better. And unfortunately, because you don't have double red right now, I think getting rid of the Maddening Hex is right.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you're too far behind already. If you were on the play, any of these games, this would be different. But this card, you're just behind. And if he just keeps playing creatures, you're just going to stay behind.
Oh, I picked up another island.
Block the hand, the red one. Red creature. You're very happy about that trade. Oh, that exiles it. That's a bummer. All right, you're not in a bad spot at all. Yeah, just play your Fear of... He's top decking, so just play your Fear of Dark, the 5/5. And, oh, actually, I lied. Play the Unwilling Vessel and hold the Scorching Dragonfire. And then see what he does during his turn. Because then when you play the Fear of the Dark, at least you start getting counters on the Unwilling Vessel.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's going to unlock the Ticket Booth, which is very scary, because whenever you attack, you can give something double strike. So I'm assuming if he attacks, he gives the Stock Researcher double strike, and you Scorching Dragonfire in response. Oh, no. I would still Scorching Dragonfire, the 3/3. We're going to take 6. Maybe block. It's probably worth blocking. I lied. Don't block. Because you need something to sack to Final Vengeance.
Okay.
Oh, well. Okay, you top deck something to sack to Final Vengeance. But I would still play... Let's see. Yeah, I'd play the Fear of the Dark. Attack for 3. And then cast the Final Vengeance, stacking the vessel to exile his flyer.
Oh, play the Final Vengeance.
Yeah.
Target their
His
creature.
creature. Yep. And sack the vessel. So now they're in top deck mode. That's not at all worrisome. Yeah, I'd play the 6/5. Just a big body. Attack for 1 in the air.
Shouldn't I swing with the 5/5?
No, because he's going to give guys double strike next turn, and you don't know what's hidden. You can. It's just a little bit of a... it's a risk. So, like, here I would double block that. Just to make sure it dies.
Ooh.
So you're going to lose both your creatures, and he's going to get a creature back. But if you didn't double block, he wouldn't have died. That was an incredible draw for him and might be the game ender here. Play your flyer, pass the turn. That was such a good draw. Wow. Think you have to chomp it with the 1/1. Because if it turns into a creature that has any kind of... Okay, he didn't even give him the option to flip it, so I don't think it's a creature. Yeah, attack for 2. And then Glassworks, the 2/2. So the 3/3 can't attack unless he plays an enchantment. So it's bigger, but I think it's better to hit the 2/2 here and just hope he doesn't draw enchantments.
So I'm going to do the face down card.
Yep. And pass your turn. So if he draws anything, oh my god. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. So if he draws an enchantment, you're at 1. Oh my, the luck. You're dead. Top deck a 4/4 haster.
Crazy.
Yeah. You know, any of these games would be way better and not even this close if you were on the play instead of the draw. Everything would be different. Your life total would be so much higher.
What were our bets for this one?
5 wins and 6 wins?
Is that what we said?
Yeah, we're not doing so good.
It could still go good.
I felt pretty good about this deck. It's just being on the draw every game has been rough.
All right. Well, we get to go first, but we're going to have to mulligan.
No, I would keep it.
What?
You have key to the house to get your second land. Any third land to let you place double Glassworks.
And if it's a blue or black.
Yeah, I would keep it.
Oh my gosh.
It's scary, but I would keep it.
I can't.
You have let's see. You have 16 lands and 3 land cyclers. $16 lands and 3 land cyclers. All right, crack that and go get a black source. Actually, go get a blue source because you're more likely to draw a black source than a blue source. And play the blue.
And now we pray.
Yep, you got to draw land or a cycler. Nope, best turn. This one will be on me if you lose, but like I said before, it's a good risk thinking that you have 16, 17, 18, 19 cards left in your deck that technically are lands. I'm pretty sure that's over half your deck, isn't it? Yep, they're going to go get more land.
Oh my gosh.
So they're just ramping. Yikes. All right, so you're discarding one of the Fear Infinities. Because when you play an enchantment, they come back. Well, variants suck sometimes. This was on me for saying keep it, I guess, but
This would be our worst ever loss. 1-3.
no, we went 1 and 3 once before.
That makes me feel better.
So that's going to be a 5/5, which you can't handle at all right now. Well, GG. I would have kept that any day. I mean, discard the other Fear. How many cards are in your deck?
41.
No, right now.
Oh, 29.
29. 19 of them are land sources. So the odds were very, very much with you. Yep. Yeah. Glassworks the 5/4. And it'll give him a 2/2 still out of it. Take action. Take action. Discard a fear. If he doesn't put a counter on himself with something here, you might be okay after this next turn. You just need to draw. What's the equip cost on that? 4, I think. Where's the counter going? All right, you need to draw a black land to have any sort of possibility here. But all right, yeah, I would just concede.
So we can do. Yeah, we can't.
You can kill one thing. No, that was unfortunate. Definitely could have mulled. But if we went back to that hand, I would keep that in a tournament. I would keep that hand. So very unfortunate games.
Jeez.
I thought our deck was a little better than that, but that's Magic, though, right?
Yeah, that's Magic for sure. That's going to take our overall 10 episode win rate down.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's
Maybe next time.
This was a rough one for sure.
Maybe for our next one, I calculate what our total win percentage is. So you guessed 5. I guessed 6.
No, you guessed 5. I guessed 6.
Oh, I guessed 5.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how should we do the scoring on this? For every one round that we're off, we gain or lose a point.
And then you get bonus if you're correct, like 100% correct.
Yeah. So last time you guessed right and I was 1 off. Right? So you get what, 2 points for guessing right? And I get -1.
Yeah. And then you get -4 this time, and I get -5.
Man. Okay. We're gonna have to keep a tally going for next time. It'll be fun.
Well, thank you everybody for chiming in, even though it was not the best draft in the world. Hope you guys give us a like and subscribe. Or leave us some comments if you guys want us to see us change anything. And of course, as always, don't forget to correct that Evolving Wilds.
Yeah. See you guys.